Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Beast EM2 video. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at Diggersby, Shadow Mawile, and Skarmory in the Great League for the Mountain Cup. Let me just go ahead and start off by thanking everybody that has liked, comment, and subscribed to the channel, as that is motivating us to push out more PvP content throughout the coming week. So Shadow Mawile is actually performing super well for me in the Great League right now. My current ranking is at around 2400. Because of this team, Shadow Mawile is just able to completely eat alive any steel type that comes their way. But looking at this overlay right here, Diggersby does have Earthquake instead of Hyper Beam. Just to leave make a note about that. So it was Mud Shot, Fire Punch, and Earthquake. Diggersby right there was able to beat that Shadow Skarmory, and now Mawile is going to be able to come in against that Abomasnow, but they're going to swap into Quagsire, and we do not want any type of ground type against our Mawile. So this Quagsire is going to throw Acid Spray. They shield baited us right there, but it doesn't really matter because now that we know that they have Acid Spray and Earthquake, they're actually not going to be able to do anything against the Skarmory. As you can see, all those Mud Shots are being resisted, and they're barely doing any type of damage to our Skarmory. Another Acid Spray is going to come in here. Quagsire is looking to perhaps do more Acid Sprays and then Earthquake, but the timer is coming up, so we're going to be alert to see if they're going to swap out. They do swap into our Abomasnow, and we're going to be able to swap immediately into our Shadow Mawile. You're going to be able to see how much damage Mawile's Fire Fang is going to be able to do. Right there, we're going to we weren't going to throw a Power Up Punch because we wanted to throw that for against the Quagsire. Quagsire, though, is going to be able to come in and beat us to the charge move, and our Mawile is going to go down because we have no shields. But Mawile did its job. It eliminated that Abomasnow, and now Skarmory is going to be able to knock out this Quagsire for a good game. So let's go ahead and jump into our second battle. Diggersby versus Magcargo. Magcargo is going to be a massive threat to Mawile, as it's going to be able to tank the Fire Fangs, but they do swap into Torterra, and we're going to be able to Fire Fang that Torterra down along with a Power Up Punch. Torterra is going to try to maybe throw a Frenzy Plant, but it was just a Sand Tomb, and we're going to be able to shield that and farm down. Now you're going to see Magcargo is going to come in here. We're going to be able to sneak in one Power Up Punch, which in my opinion some damage is better than no damage right there. And Diggersby is going to come in here. Now we are going to be looking to hit Earthquake, because Fire Punch doesn't do anything against a Magcargo. Rock Tomb is resisted by Diggersby's ground typing, and we're going to be able to go ahead and throw this Earthquake. It did get shielded, and right here, because we were anticipating maybe another Rock Tomb or a Fire type move, it is going to be a Heat Wave. We are able to tank it, and we're going to now throw Fire Punch instead of the Earthquake to try to get the shield. We didn't get the shield, and as you can see there, Fire Punch doesn't do anything. Now we do get to the Earthquake, and we're going to see if the Magcargo is going to shield here. They don't shield, and we're able to knock it out, and now their own Mawile is going to come in here. Unfortunately, though, Skarmory is going to be going down to that Fire Fang from the opposing Mawile, which just shows how strong Mawile is. It's able, as you can see there, Skarmory has no chance, and Diggersby also has no chance. So GG's to my opponent. Amazing there to see that Mawile is still performing really well on other teams. Now this Escavalier is the perfect setup for Mawile to go crazy. We are gonna swap into our safe swap, which is gonna be the Skarmory. We don't want to immediately show that we have a Shadow Mawile, because that's gonna be more of our backup plan to just literally clean house. So this Galarian Stunfisk is gonna come in here now. They're gonna rock slide us. This matchup, Skarmory does not perform well against Galarian Stunfisk, so we're gonna go ahead and throw the Brave Bird. Both moves are gonna be resisted, but Brave Bird just does a little bit more damage. We are gonna go down here to this Rock Slide, and now we're gonna go ahead and see. We're gonna bring in Diggersby because we want to save our Mawile for that Escavalier. Mawile against the Escavalier, especially a Shadow one, will completely dominate. And there you can see there they swapped in too early, so we're gonna let this go. And now our shields are gonna be solely focused on Mawile. We are gonna throw this Fire Punch to try to get a shield. We don't get a shield. They actually let that go through. Mawile was able to come in here and just obliterate that poor Escavalier. Walrein is going to come in here now, and now this right here is going to be tricky because they could try to shield bait us with the icicle spear and go for earthquake, or they could just go for earthquake and us falling for the shield bait. So we're just going to play it safe. Remember, we saved the shields for the Mawile, and now we're going to actually use them. But go ahead and take a look at that Fire Fang. Fire Fang is still doing massive damage to that Walrein. Walrein right here, I believe they did forfeit because of that completed research. So GG's to my opponent. As you can see there, Mawile just went crazy against that team. So we're gonna go now with a diggersby wish catch. This one right here, we're just gonna always throw earthquake. There's no need to shield bait because fire punch will get resisted. And as you can see there, earthquake landed right there, and wish catch is already down to 25% health. Blizzard's gonna come in here. It does a lot of damage, but it doesn't knock us out. Right here, we're just gonna do it as much chip damage as we possibly can, because we are anticipating a mud bomb coming in here. Now, if wish catch does knock us out with that mud bomb, which they still don't, but now they do. Now Skarmory is gonna come in here because any type of of ground move will not touch the Skarmory at all because of its flying typing. So right here now, Frostlass is gonna come in here. We are gonna go ahead and throw a sky attack just to see if we could bait a shield. We could bait a shield right there. Now we're just gonna, I believe we're gonna stay in this matchup to try to force our Frostlass to spend energy. I believe this should be an avalanche. Yep, there it is, an avalanche right there. And now we're gonna aggressively swap. And as you can see there, their backline was pure steel typing, and now Mawile is gonna be able to just go crazy. This power up punch is gonna boost up that Fire Fang. And right here we were believe having some issues right there, and it looks like our opponent just completely gave up or stopped playing right there. As you can see there, Frostlass is gonna go down to that Shadow Mawile. So Shadow Mawile is out here as well. They're out here just rage quitting. They're forcing rage quitters to just quit the game. But GG's to my opponent. So you can see now into the next matchup, diggersby against diggersby mirror match. We're gonna go ahead and land that earthquake. We aren't gonna shield because they might be trying to bait us, but they do have hyper beam, which is such a good move. If you didn't see my previous video, it showcases diggersby with hyper beam. Right here, they did manage to swap into a Gliscor. Now Mawile is gonna come in here. The Night Slash is resisted by Mawile, and just go ahead and take a look. Gliscor in the rankings has been #1, and Mawile's Fire Fang is able to completely eliminate it. Look at how fast we were able to get it to low health. We are gonna shield this earthquake, such a valuable shield right there. And Gliscor goes down. Diggersby is now gonna come in here. The problem here is Fire Punch will be doing loads of damage right there to our Mawile, but we did have energy, and we are gonna try to get to this power up punch and boost up our Fire Fang to do as much chip damage as we possibly can. They did let that go, and look at that. The Diggersby is already low in health. Fire Punch is gonna come in here and take a look at that one Fire Fang, how much damage it managed to do against that Escavalier, and our opponent is going to quit there once again. So that was also a good battle to my opponent. Now let's go ahead and jump into the last battle of the video. We're going to go Fire Punch here against this Frostlass. Frostlass is going to be looking to hit us with Avalanche, which will be super effective to us. So we need to we need to deal super effective damage right back to them. This Avalanche should be coming in here right there and almost knocking us out. We are able to get to another Fire Punch, which is amazing for us right here. We did pick up a shield right there, so we are gonna go ahead and let this Diggersby go down, and Mawile is gonna come in here now and just completely clean house against this Frostlass. We do have to shield the Shadow Ball because Shadow Ball will get your Mawile fairly low. And right here, let's see what else they decide to bring in here. It's gonna be a Galarian Stunfisk, and we do have energy advantage, and we are in the same shields, but Power Up Punch is gonna be boosting up that Fire Fang. They don't shield that, which in my opinion was a kind of a mistake there on their end. We are going to shield this Rock Slide. It's not going to do super effective damage, but it was actually an Earthquake. So that was a miscount by me right there by not counting correctly. We did manage to save that, and now look at this. Mawile was able to land that, or was able to get a shield out of that Power Up Punch. And now we are going to be swapping into Skarmory. Fire Punches are going to be coming in here. But I believe right here what our main play is going to be to try to land a Brave Bird against this Diggersby, and we use our Mawile against that Galarian Stunfisk. So let me know down in the comments below how you saw this team, if you've actually used Shadow Mawile in the Great League. Just let me know your results for that as well. And you can see right there, Mawile was able to just completely decimate. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.